Junior? It's you, Junior. Junior, you did it. And who's gonna come to save you, Junior?
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the very first ever Junior's Book Club. It's so good to have you all here hanging out with me. I have the absolutely wonderful Tatted She-Wolf hanging out with me. We're expecting Oliver to join us a little later. Rock Guy's going to join us a little later. It's going to be a good time. We are going to talk about Dungeon Crawler Carl. We are tonight talking about chapters 1 through 5, so not quite getting to the nitty-gritty of Princess Donut being her full self, but we are enough into it to kind of see what's going on, and it gives us interesting things to talk about. Deathhound, how's it going? Nice to see you here. And Tatted She-Wolf, welcome. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody.
All right. So, a great way to start a book club, because I've never been a part of one before, is I would always recommend get yourself a copy of the book or a copy on the thing with the talking Audible. That's the word I'm looking for. So make sure you get yourself a copy. It's so worth it. I absolutely love it. I actually, for like the first time ever, I don't know if I would actually read it. I don't know if I want to read it without the voices. Like, so amazing. I absolutely love everything about it.
I mean, I would think at least listen to the first couple of chapters, maybe even the first book, with that voice in your head, because when you're reading a book and you play it out in your own head, I mean, you've got it like the own video in your mind, but then when they give you the voices and stuff afterwards, that's how you're reading it in your head.
Yeah, I think that they actually read it better than I think I would. Not gonna lie.
I agree.
Like, I don't know if I could figure it out as well as they did. And like, for those who don't know, it's just you have to hear it. It will only make sense if you actually hear it. So make sure you check it out. You can also get it in softcover as well. This is definitely my version of an ad. So this is about as ad as we get, but hopefully you guys accept that as the full disclosure, because I always make sure to disclose when I'm actually paid towards something. But what can we talk about in this? We've got that very beginning of the book where he's sitting there, and next thing you know, you've got Donut jumping out the window. For those who don't know, Donut is the cat. So a cat named Donut, or Princess Donut, as I am just a mere mortal trying to talk about the wonders of Donut. And she is a show cat. She's won many shows, according to what Carl says. Carl is our main character, and he just went through a breakup and is waiting for his ex-girlfriend named Beatrice, or B as he usually calls her. He's waiting for her to get back from her trip, and she
with.
Yeah, so she went on a trip to Cancun or
something like that.
Forgot exactly where. Let's look it up in the book.
Yeah.
That's why I've got the book with me. Whenever you're doing something book club related, I highly recommend have the book with you. That way you can look through. The Bahamas. She went to the Bahamas for New Year's, and she forgot to tell loving Carl that she was going with her ex. And so the way Carl found out about it is he saw a picture that she posted, because she's that smart, of her sitting on the ex-boyfriend's lap.
It's a terrible way to find someone cheating on you.
That is not how you want to find out that you've been cheated on. That just sounds sad.
How wooed.
I love it. How wooed indeed. But like, no, like that's got to be the worst, in like a proper way, the worst start to a book that I've ever seen.
Sorry I'm late. I did forget that we had this and I was watching something with the lady.
Oh, that is quite all right. These things happen. Okay. Now I have to adjust everything. Hold, please. I have things to adjust.
Sorry.
Oh, that is quite all right. We'll get it figured out. This is the first one, and that's okay.
What game are you playing?
So I have a little game called Dungeons 4 that's being played. It's a fabulous game. I highly recommend it.
There's actually this one game that I really want to try. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but basically you play the BBEG and you have your minions and your dungeon, and basically you create your own thing.
So
prologue to it.
Is it Overlord? Or,
no, yeah. Although I do have Overlord.
Yeah, because Overlord is wonderful.
Overlord. Yeah, this one's a little bit more advanced than Overlord. Basically, it gives you more of like an ability to send out like different types of mobs and stuff like that, like skeletons and stuff like that.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. It sounds similar to this one.
Yeah, probably is. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Oh, is it Dungeon Keeper?
I think so. Because I think, honestly, I have a prologue to it, which is basically the hero side. I have the chapter of it to be able to play the BBEG.
Okay. Dude, Jim, you had an ex-girlfriend named B? That's funny. So yes, you could be Dungeon Crawler Carl. That is for sure. It's Beatrice, also known as B. So, in this game, it feels like a game when you're reading it, but it's not a game. In this story, what ends up happening is they deal with Princess Donut. Don't worry, I won't get it wrong again. Princess Donut decides to jump out the window, and we don't know why she did. There's some hints in later books and parts of the story, but the main part about it is this darn cat jumps out the window, and of course, being not an asshole, not that much of an asshole, I believe is the key term, he decides to run out in his leather jacket, no pants, in his girlfriend's Crocs, pink, ill-fitting Crocs, I believe they use the term.
Yes.
And while he's out there, he gets yelled at by Mrs. Parsons, who's one of his neighbors, she yells at him for being so loud because he's yelling at Princess Donut. Princess Donut is meowing and being annoying as cats tend to be.
Like 2:00 in the morning.
At like 2:00 in the morning, he decided to open up. He decided to open the window to smoke. Even when I smoked, I couldn't do indoor smoking. I felt gross. But he ends up to where he has the everything cracked open, and Princess Donut jumps out, and so he's got to go grab her out of there, which was a terrible idea, by the way. Should have just let the cat stay out there. But he's not a complete asshole. Apparently I am. And all of a sudden, absolutely everything just collapses. I don't know a good way to explain it. Like every building is just poof gone.
Like paper.
Like paper. Like it just collapses like cheap paper. And so the book gets to the point where, okay, they have dealt with this a little bit, but he's just gonna go ahead and like be out there, deal with the crap. And I need to ignore my game for a minute because I'm having trouble thinking. Do you know how hard it is to like talk and do that at the same time?
Multitasking is hard.
Multitasking is not my strong suit. But anyways, the big thing about this to know is everything collapses, and then they hear this big voice. And he hears this big voice explain that it has been marked for the earth. The earth has been marked for mining
resource mining or something like that.
Yeah, resource like accrual or something like this. So basically what we find out is this company owns the mining rights to earth, and it turns out that this book started off almost wanting to be a bit of a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's what it felt like.
Yeah.
Like with the whole, oh, you didn't fill out your paperwork in time. I was like, when I first read this, I was like, oh my God, is this just gonna like grab everything from Hitchhiker's Guide and call it a day? Like, what's the plan with this? And so it starts off. I was a little worried. I don't know, what did you guys think? Were you worried at all that like, oh crap, this is going to be just like Hitchhiker's Guide, or like did you kind of know what you were getting into?
Like it's almost a rip off from it, but the more well, I didn't read it, and it was I listened to the first book.
Yeah.
I listened to the first book, and when I was going through it, I did read Hitchhiker's Guide a long time ago, and I was kind of like, this sounds familiar. But I mean, as I read it did start off that way, but the more that it started going, the less it felt like that. So I mean, I kind of get where
I completely agree with that. Like as it continued, I was like, oh, okay, this is its own thing.
Yeah. But yeah, no, you're right. It totally
right off the bat, it was like,
hold up. This has been done. Simpsons did it.
Exactly. Simpsons did it. Oh my God. Yes.
The Simpsons did everything though.
I mean,
like in fairness.
The Simpsons yes. There is no way out of the fact that the Simpsons did it, because they did just do everything.
Everything. They predicted the future too.
They did predict the future.
They fucking predicted Trump. Okay.
They I think there's a lot of stuff.
Like, how the hell?
What happened?
And out of everything to predict, why did they have to predict that?
Right?
But
It's weird.
we digress. We digress. Back to the book. So, like, in this story, humans were too late letting people know that
The syndicate.
the syndicate,
is over
yes.
their planet.
And not just the syndicate, but the Borant.
The Borant, yes, they're the ones
Yes.
that ran the dungeon crawl.
Yes, so the Borant, they are like a company. It's basically a giant corporation called Borant. And it is run, well, we can say it because they say it in the first 5 chapters. It's run by fish people. Like fish alien things. But apparently they're adorable little fish.
I mean, I'm sorry, but fish that run a like corporation that runs the world, I think that'd be too adorable.
I can't help it. They're cute. They sound
It's like,
cute.
I can't take you seriously. You're too cute.
Like, how can you be mad at them?
I don't know. It happens to me all the time. I can't take you seriously. You're too cute. I'm like, I know.
I mean, people flush their goldfish down the toilet all the time. Okay.
Oh, right to oh.
You totally derailed it. Oh.
Like, now I feel bad because I've had a flush fish.
I mean, do
Think you were
bury
flushing
them?
guys.
Isn't a burial at sea kind of what you should do? I mean, like,
I mean,
Viking burial.
It would be weird to do anything but bury them at sea, I feel like. So,
right?
like,
Yeah, that's
you
kinda-
can't feel too bad about it, but at the same time, I felt bad because it was because my son kind of failed taking care of it.
Oh, that happens.
And exactly. And it, to
You're
be
very
fair,
not-
like, it was a lesson learned.
Yes.
True. But fish are definitely not a starter pet. As much as people think they are, they take a lot of work.
They really do. They're much more
Well, I mean-
difficult than you would expect.
All right. In that sense, what is a starter pet then? I mean, like, what really would be a starter pet?
Well, it's definitely not a cat.
Oh, God.
I mean,
I think we've learned
Well,
that from
they
this
have.
story.
I was going to say that. Reason, okay? Actually
They're-
teach you boundaries. Listen to your boundaries, but they will teach you their fucking boundaries and you for those.
They really don't care about your boundaries.
No, not
But-
at all.
In my opinion, is actually a really good starter pet because it teaches kids how to actually treat all animals. Because cats fucking you.
I know. Obi-Wan, do you want to weigh in here, buddy? He's kind of a jerk, so, you know.
Oh, my cats are jerks too. That's why I say
Jerk.
they're great starter animals because you know what? They've taught my kid that if he's being a little bit too rambunctious, he's gonna get nipped. And I've told my kid, you know, watch what you're doing. You gotta make sure that he's not in a bad mood. His tail is him.
I mean, that's a fair point.
It's fair. And they are a
That
little
is-
self-reliant. You just need to make sure their potty is cleaned and their bowl is full.
Yeah,
like
I mean,
my cats, I sleep feed them, and they've never overate. Like my one cat's 15 pounds. He's also a really long cat, so it's not that he's a fat cat. It's he's a big.
Okay. You lost me there because Obi-Wan is kind of a chunk. He's a fur-covered pig for sure.
Oh, that's fair. And you know what? As long as the cat's actually happy and healthy, because most indoor cats actually have honk to them.
He's a indoor-outdoor, but he acts like he's starving. He's on a not only is he on a timed feeder, but he's on a slow feeder because this guy will eat and then throw up, eat and then throw up, eat and he'll do this. I'm like, really, dude? What's going on in that little brain of yours?
It all depends on the animal. It really does, because I've seen dogs do the same thing, and I've seen other cats do the same thing. Really depends on the animal's personality, because just like humans, they have unique personality. right?
I guess I've just gotten lucky in that sense. But my previous cat was he was a dainty little guy, and yeah, he was a free feeder, and he weighed all of 8 pounds.
Oh yeah, my one cat, she weighs maybe 10 pounds. She's a Manx. She's actually got a little tail, and she's this big. She looks big, mostly fur, because she's this black goofy thing.
I mean, that's kind of like all pets that have a lot of hair. By the way, hi Lucky, we're doing well. How are you? Hopefully this sounds good, guys. So like while you were while I was reading this, I know, and I'm wondering how you guys felt about it, but like that initial like I like how he doesn't really use many words when something big happens. Like when everything collapsed, all he did was say boom, right?
He was like,
Yeah.
"Holy shit!" and that was about it.
Yeah, like right in the middle of the old lady yelling at him.
Yeah,
Like,
and her head
so-
rolls off.
so Carl's yelling, "Donut, come on, you little shit." And then cursed himself for not bringing cat treats with him, which, I mean, as you get into this book, you're like, oh, damn, it would have been nice if you had that. But like the way that they did the complete collapse, like this was a huge moment in the book. And Miss Parsons was saying, it looks like you're the one who's going to freeze to slam. Just one word to explain like the complete destruction of civilization.
Yeah, you're right.
Which, like,
I mean-
I love that he did that.
That just makes me think of the saying,
Hey, rock guy.
society's not going to end with a bang, but with a soft whimper. Like in this case, it was just opposite, just done.
Yeah, they were just like, okay, game over, man, game over.
But
And
okay, so I like you had said before, if you have
Game
the
over,
chance
man.
to at least
Game over.
get the first book
thank you, Jim.
as an audiobook and get the voice, like there's one dude that does all these voices. I had to look it up because I was like, there's no way this one guy is doing all these voices. But
And
yes,
he does it so freaking
so
well.
it's crazy. I love it. I was like, I had to look it up because I'm just like, this dude's awesome. And the narrator that's doing it. So now when you read any subsequent book in this series, you're going to hear these voices, the announcer, the guy that does some of the naughty talk about defeat. I mean, like that's my favorite.
Yes.
Okay, now I definitely have to pay for Audible, and just because
Yes.
you know what, that sounds entertaining as hell.
I never have done an audiobook in my life. And I had 4 people talk to me about this series, and I was like, okay, I have to. And they were like, well, I had this long trip that I just did recently, and I was like, you know what, this would be a perfect time to get an audiobook. Oh my god, I could not get enough. I got the next 4 books on audio, and
I can't stop getting them.
I know,
I
right?
truly can't stop. Like every damn time I'm like, oh, okay, I need this one now. I need this
Yes.
one now. Like,
Yes. I mean, but once you've got the voices in your head, now as you're reading it, you have a voice to put to these characters. And I'm
Oh,
like, I don't
yeah.
want to miss what he does with the next book with newer characters. I can't, I have to keep doing it with audiobook. And I've never done an audiobook in my life.
I
Up until-
actually gave my wife a lot of crap because she does a lot of audiobooks. And now I feel bad because I'm like, oh my God, this is so flipping good.
Okay,
I kind of do
never feel
audiobook
bad.
because my eyes are so messed up. So it's the only way that I'll be able to actually get to enjoy books again is if I do audiobooks.
Oh, definitely. This is a good one to do it with. But
Yeah,
one,
it was.
never feel bad for giving your significant other a hard time, especially something about that, because well, I did exactly the same thing.
I poke at my soon-to-be wife to the ends of the day and back kind of thing. Like I drive her absolutely fucking nuts, but she loves me. What we do as partners.
And you're lucky she does.
Oh, I am. You have no fucking idea. So you have some idea, because I've told
Yeah, you've told me
Never felt
about it.
bad.
You've told me about it.
Never feel
Oh.
bad though.
And I see Rock Guy has joined us as well.
Rock
I'm
guy.
gonna fix the screens again. Ooh.
State your name.
Rock Guy, you're muted.
Why are you muted, Rock guy?
I am here.
Okay, there's our Rock Guy. How you doing, my
Yeah.
friend?
I am doing good.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. This is going to work out really well in the future when I have everything set up before you guys get here. Let's go 800. Yeah. Sorry, it takes a little bit to
Finagle it all.
get everything lined up where I want it to be. I wish it was easier to just like drag and drop all this stuff.
Are you
Like-
using OBS?
Yeah, I'm using OBS.
Then it should be easy to drag and drop.
Oh, I'm struggle busting, so I'm like
Okay.
going
That's fine.
I'm going through like just trying to make it work by hand typing the amount of pixels.
Fair.
And I gotta say, I'm not doing as bad as I thought I'd do. Like I think it's working out pretty well, but I'm gonna be able to make it even better, even more better,
Even betterer.
betterer in the future. Like, don't forget, guys, this is the first ever, so it can only go up from here.
Listen,
It can only get betterer.
Yes, exactly. Someday I'll be like a real streamer.
Hey. No, I love the Wish.com version of a streamer. I really do.
Hey, that's what I'm here for.
That's honestly my part of your intro, actually, is call me a Wish.com version of a streamer. Laugh about yourself.
the Wish version.
Well, I don't take myself too seriously, and you really can't, you know? Oh, Jim says you are a real streamer. I am a real boy. I love it.
I was just about to say that when you said, real boy, but I had my bullet pop.
So,
Beat
Rock
me to
Guy,
it.
we haven't had a chance to hear from you, and we've been talking about how everything like starts happening in this book, and that very beginning. To you, does it feel a whole lot like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? That very beginning.
I couldn't tell you because I've never like seen or done anything with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
well then.
blasphemy.
Yeah, so I have nothing to compare to.
Okay. Well,
That-
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, they there's a company that is here to like destroy the earth to build a highway because they didn't fill out the bureaucratic paperwork in time. Which felt exactly like the very beginning.
At least the vibes, for sure.
It had strong vibes.
They're like, hey,
Yeah.
you're ripping them off.
Yeah, after
But-
that explanation, I can definitely see how that comparison would come up.
Yeah, but they totally redeemed themselves. And I can't get enough. I really can't get enough. I'm already on book 3. I can't stop reading it. And it's just pure wonderfulness. Now, as we were like talking about this normal life happening and him complaining about his failed relationship, through no fault of his own, it's not his fault. But that B's a straight up hoe. But like, all of a sudden, like the entire Earth collapses. And it was like, I wasn't ready for it yet. Like, I thought there was going to be a little more buildup, and I'm not complaining either, because I think it was done in a perfect way for what it needed. But like it kind of had to go right into it, right? Like, but it was almost jarring how quickly that happened. You know what I mean? And during that start, like, they really started setting the tone of what the humor was going to be like. And I think they did a really good job with that. Like, were you ready for the humor that we were going to see there? Like, did it catch you off guard, or were you just like, oh yeah, this is what I'm expecting out of this? I'm interested to know.
I'd seen people like online and stuff talking about it, so I kind of knew, kind of going into it, like how that it was just going to be just crazy going, throughout the whole book.
Yeah, I truly was not aware of what was going to be coming. Like, all of a sudden it was just like, oh, by the way, here's this absolute craziness, and I truly did not know what that was going to be about. And I'm not complaining either. I think it was like done really well. I just didn't know what it was going to be. I think that's the easiest way to explain it, right? But I'm so glad that they started it. Like, they didn't even like take their time and ease into comedy or anything. Like, they were just like, oh, by the way, this is going to be kind of funny and you're just going to have to deal with it. And I think that was absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like just the straight from the start with him outside with, no pants on and everything. Just, I knew, like, that's how you can tell right away, like, what you're getting into.
Well, then him yelling at the damn cat right off the bat, like, it was like straight into complaining about the damn cat. And I thought that was absolutely wonderful.
Can be a pain in the ass. As much as cats are amazing creatures, they can be such pains in the ass because they don't give a about your feeling.
And I think this book shows that, like, really well, like how cats can be.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And like, something I'm really happy about is that they didn't do it half-ass, like they went straight into, oh, by the way, this cat's going to be an a-hole. And again, doing it in a funny way.
I mean, even with the description of this cat is worth more than I make in a year, like.
Yeah, and of course it's got to be a show cat. Like, it can't just be a normal cat. No, this is. It's gonna be a spoiled little bit. Right.
Yeah, with all the stuff, like with her being, like Oliver was saying, with her being a show cat and being won all these awards, she's already like in her head, ego's like out the window, all that.
Oh yeah, and it starts you off with it like there is no like. It didn't take a long time for them to get to the point where they're letting you know, oh, by the way, this cat's kind of a pain.
Yeah, nobody likes this cat, by the way. They tolerate.
I'm not gonna lie, I like the cat. Like which
Well,
is
yeah.
weird. It's
The
weird
idea
because
is you're not supposed to, but you do because she's such a pain.
Yeah, I think the weirdest part about it is I don't like cats in general. like I'm not a cat guy, but I love me some Donut.
That's fucking funny.
Well, it's because it's like everything that a cat is, right? Like the cat's kind of an annoyance and just an a-hole who doesn't give a crap about owner.
But the voice that's this cat is absolutely hilarious.
So basically every cat.
We haven't gotten to cat voice yet. That doesn't exist yet.
No, I know, but like, so in the beginning, before she's given a voice, yeah, pretty annoying. But it's like after that, you end up starting to like her a little bit.
I could definitely agree with that. But like at first, like this cat is just like everything that you would think you don't want to deal with. And they just quickly went to like getting her to the point where you care about her and Carl cares about her. That's like one of the biggies is like as he's sitting there talking about how annoyed he is about this cat and how like, oh, it's Beatrice's cat and she really cares about it. So F that cat, right?
But then there's his catchphrase when we get to that. His catchphrase.
Yes.
Can we give it away now?
No, it's a surprise for later. But it's true. Like you start seeing how important this cat is. And even though the cat's a pain in the ass, the cat matters.
She's a dungeon crawler. She's
a well, right now she's a pet. So we don't want to get too far ahead. Donut is a pet at the moment. And what a heck of a pet she is.
Hello, hello.
Hello. How's it going, monkey?
It's me. Good. I just finished up work, so I was like, let me hop in.
Awesome. I am going to extend that out a little bit. So I've got both of you in there. I'm just going to fit the two of you in one slot for right now. I hope you don't mind sharing.
You mean Rock Guy?
The what?
You mean Rock Guy and myself?
Yeah, you and Rock Guy. You're sharing an area.
Ah. Oh, that's fine by me. As long as Rock Guy doesn't bite.
Usually not.
I do.
Oh, damn.
Well, that's why I don't let you share. I know better.
Learn from past experiences, I'm assuming.
She is why we can't have nice things.
Oh. All right.
Like it.
So she's one of my coworkers.
Ah, okay.
Newest coworker.
Before you guys get the wrong idea, she's a coworker. Super awesome, fun to hang out with.
Aw.
Well, we adopted you for a reason.
Because I'm awesome.
Yeah.
I'm a big old nerd like you.
Yeah, we have a group and we adopted her into our group. So
that's usually how it goes. The new people always get adopted in.
But like, what did you guys think of the tone of the book? Like, I thought The tone was just witty, enjoyable. It didn't take itself serious, and I
No.
love it
From a first person kind of.
yeah, I like when they don't take themselves too serious, you know? Like I think
Exactly.
there's probably not much that annoys me more than a book that thinks it's more than it actually is.
Yes.
And this book is very good at knowing what it is. It's like, you know what? We're not going to change the world. We're not going to do anything amazing with it. We're just going to have a kind of dumb story, and that's okay. And it, like, they just joke around so much. I freaking love that.
That's the thing about books, okay? Some are meant to teach you
Hey,
something, to be pure entertainment. Some are supposed to just make you that, you know, and it's supposed to make your heart. One is supposed to make you laugh and really shit your pants.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And I mean, I feel like the only one that would shit their pants in this situation would be Carl.
Enough. Just because
Like-
he's got that terrible of luck.
Exactly. Carl would shit
One thing
his
you guys
pants.
are forgetting. One thing you guys are forgetting. He's not wearing any pants.
That's true.
Oh
That's true.
God! Yes, he would shit his lack of pants.
He's got boxers on, right? They're
Yeah,
Nice
boxers.
to see you, tired.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yep.
It would just
Yep.
dribble down his leg then, because like his underwear would get filled very fast. Just start dribbling. Mental image.
That is a heck of an image, man.
No, because I've got ADHD, I can actually mentally see it.
It's like I'm the one who has
Oh,
to
no,
see it
don't
in
do
my
that.
head.
So wrong.
But I think they do such a wonderful job at setting everything up. And you don't know what's
Yes.
coming, but you do, if that makes sense.
Well, dungeon crawler, it's got to start somewhere. But they wasted
yeah.
no time in getting to it.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Like,
that's a book that I like. Though. You don't that has too much filler in the beginning because you get bored.
oh, definitely. It's too much, like, that goes back to them not really taking themselves serious, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's what makes a book like this work. Like, the second you take yourself serious, if you've got a book like Dungeon Crawler Carl, you've lost the audience. You've lost the point of your story.
Well, yeah. If you're gonna go tongue in cheek, you lean into it.
Oh, definitely. And holy crap, do they lean into it, right?
Oh yeah.
Now, what are some things that we
the setup
learned?
was very good, very quick.
Yeah, and like it taught us about Carl before anything, right? Like all of a sudden
Come on,
it was
man.
like
Former
Carl-
Coastie, gotta love it.
Carl was a coastie.
Yeah.
He works out.
Well,
Like, didn't even need somebody to say, he must work out. No, like just straight up, they're like, hey, by the way,
No.
I work out
He's
several times a
ex-military.
week.
Like, yeah, he's ex-military, so it's kind of given there too.
I mean,
Yep. And the fact that like it helps set the scene of he knows how to fight at that point. So then when he starts actually fighting, it's not kind of like, oh, how does he know how to fight kind of deal.
yeah.
wait. His style of fighting is what kills me with his feet. And then the game like really gets into it, the whole dungeon thing, and when you start to learn about that with his fighting style, and then they play on his feet. It's even more pronounced in book 2, but book 1 is kind of like setting everything up. Still,
They
but I was
they
just like,
actually
that's
mentioned they started in these first 5 chapters with his feet stuff.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
there
Feet
comes a
pics.
point where like he's basically being asked for feet pics by the game. The
Yep.
AI loves him some feet,
Yep.
especially those Carl feet. Nothing nicer, nothing
Oh, yeah.
nicer.
Nope. Nope.
But it's
Shoeless feet, nonetheless.
oh, of course, nothing but the most shoeless of feet.
Yep.
Like the last thing you want is somebody who's wearing shoes. That ruins the entire thing.
Exactly.
Combat boots are so overdone. Oh my god.
This little piggy went to market. Little show me those little piggies.
Show me them piggies. But like, I think they did such a good job at just like making it uncomfortable for Carl.
Yeah.
And it cracks me up.
I
Hey,
found it
Yeah,
Trouble.
exactly. That's the thing.
This is getting weird. Dude, you didn't read the book.
Yeah.
Talk about getting weird. The book gets weird real fast.
real weird.
Yep.
Real weird.
Yep. So it also is like with Carl getting uncomfortable, they tapped into that mindset of, oh, if he's getting uncomfortable, then the readers will be happy about it as well as they will find joy in it.
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing with it is it very quickly, like, they very quickly show how Carl is, and he dealt with it really well considering everything that's happening. I don't know if it was just him being like having given up so much because of B, but like you could barely tell that he was even affected by everything happening. He just didn't even care.
Another thing too for that, I feel, is his military training comes in. If I'm not mistaken, that's what they're taught, right? Resilience.
You are taught resilience in the military. That is true. Now,
And adapt to your certain circumstances.
adapt and overcome, having situational awareness. Like he kind of pulls into all of that. And I think that's one of the things that makes him a really interesting character, is that he just like really pulls into the fact of, okay, I'm in a shit situation. How are we going to make this all work out?
Exactly.
Adapt and overcome.
Adapt and overcome. And like, I know there's two of us here who have been in the military, and I definitely agree with that adapt and overcome mentality. Like that's really how you just kind of figure everything out. Like 9 times out of 10, people in the military have no idea what's going on. They're just like, yep, we'll just do whatever.
Whatever you say.
There is a wonderful saying called embrace the suck. And like Carl just lives that. Like there is no question about it. He's just like, yep, time for me to embrace the suck, because this is not going to go well. And even when he's trying to decide what to do, once all this happens, they get that voice that lets them know, hey, by the way, we're going to have we're going to drop stairways to the dungeon, and you guys can go ahead and pop in here.
Right.
It'll be a good time. And he's just like, well, I know what it looks like when people get hypothermia, and that's what's going to happen to me if I stay here. So instead of getting hypothermia, I'm going to go ahead and just go down the heat. I'm going to go down the hole.
Yep.
And you know what? I don't hate it. That's one way
Nope.
through it. And
You
if
know-
that's the only way you know, then you're like, I guess I'm just gonna do this. It's gonna suck, but I'll make it work.
I kind of get the feeling from just one of the sentences that I'm just reading now, because I actually haven't had a chance to read it or the audiobook.
Mhm.
I'm actually kind of right now. But it kind of feels like a mash of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy and games, because Borat Corporation retains all rights to broadcast, exploit, and otherwise control all aspects of the World Dungeon and will remain in control as long as they adhere to regulations regarding world resource reclamation.
Right.
Definitely
Very
sounds
true.
like this is going to be a rigged game.
Oh, definitely. And
Yeah.
and I think that's kind of what we've started seeing too, right? Like nothing about this seemed fair through any of it.
Nope.
And that's what I would expect. Like yes, I've read through this entire book and I've started reading the other ones, but like even just reading it again, you start catching things, and like you definitely start seeing everything's kind of getting to that point right at the beginning. They're like, oh well, our goal is to like get through this, but like we don't want to give you the actual answers to things. You're gonna have to just deal with it, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of cool. That's one of those things where they go through it and they're just kind of dealing a shitty hand to everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, like I
This
said,
sounds
the
corporation.
chaos of the of what was going on, I freaking loved it. I thought like the way that he writes this so chaotically, it just feels right.
Yeah. No, 100%. That chaos is what draws people in, because it's not like you can't predict anything. First, you can't predict
Yeah.
what's going to happen next. And second thing, it's also that chaos is, in a way, I know when I was reading it for myself, it was more of, that's how my mind works. Is I like to sometimes, especially when I'm reading books, jump one sentence ahead, maybe read something, maybe like if the font looks different, I go there. And that's kind of what I felt with the book was chaos. Is like it's not necessarily it went
It
from one point
welcomed
to
it.
other and then it came back. Yeah. And then it came back to the other point and discussed that more, and then continued with the story.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Yeah, and
It kept you on your toes.
I like the fact that Carl is like, there's a trope out there that I feel gets overused a little bit, where like you've gone zero to hero or you're the chosen one, right? Those are the two main tropes. Carl is like
Yeah.
the most average individual. Like, did you guys notice that? Like, he's just purely average and boring.
Yeah.
And
When was I forgot when the breakup with his girlfriend happened. Was it very recent?
yeah, it was a recent breakup.
Okay. So he's going through that grieving process of that particular situation.
Yeah, because like he broke up when she was first in when she first went to the Bahamas.
Right,
And
right.
and she's still in the Bahamas. So either
Yes.
she was in there for a long time, or like he just broke up with her now.
Yeah, I feel it was like 2 weeks that they said, right? It was like a 2 week, if I'm remembering my numbers correctly, I believe it was a 2 week work trip or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. And he was gonna have to like bring her. I think he was waiting for her to come back to give her cat back.
I think he'd already said they'd already broke up at the point of the collapse, but I think he was waiting for her to come back, but already said, I'm packing your shit.
Yeah, basically. And he was just done, you know. He was like, no, that's all she wrote. Nothing. Not gonna do it. And I mean, you can't blame him. Like I like the fact that he admitted the fact of he's like, I've got no clue if she actually cheated.
I don't do drama, so.
But I don't do drama. I love that line. I don't do drama. And here he is in like a galactic reality show.
Yeah. A fight to the death, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he doesn't do drama, and then now it's like this galactic reality, like you said, drama show that
Yeah.
he's got to do drama because it's like almost required.
Yeah, and like, did this build up any questions about like the universe itself for any of you guys? Like for me, I was like, oh man, that's that would really suck. Like not even like anything serious. I'm just kind of looking at it like, wow, that would be really shitty. I could only imagine. Like, did it hit anybody else where you're just like, wow?
I mean,
what
one part
if
that really hit me, and it said all the resources are going to be mined and all the resources are going to be used to make the subterranean dungeon. It considered all the dead human biological matter resource too. They're using human corpses in it, and it just like hit me. They see everything in black and white. This is a resource. This is a resource. You know what? We'll use it however the fuck we want.
And did you notice how they didn't even just say resources? They used the term element.
Mm-hmm.
They were very specific on their use of the word elements. Which, like, when you think everything in our universe that we know of is just elements.
Yep.
So now you look at it and you're like, well, shoot, that's no joke. Just them sitting back and being like, yep, this is how we're going to do shit now. This is life now. And the elements we're using, yeah, that might be Uncle Jim Bob or whatever, but like, sucks to be you type of thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I like that you caught on to that too. And I'm not surprised you caught on to that, because that just kind of matches what I would expect, but like it was wild to hear them talk about it and be like, oh yeah, totally normal.
It kind of feels like a parallel to how corporations treat this world already. Like they treat humans like resources to be used and discarded, kind of thing.
Oh,
so,
100%.
The fact that the parallel was put there definitely was intentional, but it felt more lighthearted in a way that you could actually get behind and enjoy.
Yeah, and I think, if I remember right, I think this is the author that I was hearing specifically mention that like he doesn't talk about like his actual political views or anything. He's like, that has nothing to do with the book. Anybody trying to make it something, it's not. Like he's very quick to be like, I don't want this to be anything but a book for people to enjoy.
Yeah.
Even,
And
but it also,
I see the trailer, but it's not 100% like pushed onto you and it's enjoyable.
but it also gives you a chance to kind of like have your own headcanon of it, right?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of the cool part about it, where like you get to have your own headcanon. Like he specifically made it a point to have no answer. So everything is based off of what you got out of it. What did you think, type of thing?
I feel like it's basically a lot of satire. Like poking fun at a lot of the realism in the world, but making it grandiose on a cosmic scale.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
that.
So like we went through chapter 1, he goes down into the dungeon, and all of a sudden, like chapter 2, he's there, and he's like walking through, and all this stuff starts popping up, and I'm hoping I'm not the only one who like has dreamed about like having video game vision. Like I think that would be the bee's freaking knees.
It feels a lot like AR, augmented reality. So like,
yeah, definitely.
I'm sure you've heard of Sword Art Online, obviously.
Oh, I love Sword Art. I think that is such a great.
This kind of reminds me of in certain aspects of it, but then there's like kind of like a nice blend between a bunch of different, I guess, tropes and genres.
Oh, definitely. Like I like the fact that he mentions the different types of games that he's played, because it kind of grabs each and every one of those. Like there is no specific, oh, this is 100% this game, this is 100% that game. Like during the book, I can easily see where, oh, this is reminding me of World of Warcraft. This reminds me of D&D. This, like, it just drags you in so many different directions. I think they did such a wonderful job with it.
New achievement.
Yeah, the achievements are wonderful.
Hold up, what? Oh, I was
Yeah.
like, wait, what? I just got so confused when I heard that.
He's like, wait, who got an achievement? Did I get
Exactly.
screwed
I was
over?
like,
I didn't
hold
get
on.
shit.
New achievement. I love that. I love that so much.
I think that is one of my favorite things they do, is all of a sudden you get new achievements and you're like, this is really freaking funny.
Yeah, and I like the fact that some of them, like he gets in is for just like something super random that, you know, it's like you got an achievement for that. Like, really?
Yeah. And the amount
like
of
how
times where they're like, reward? You're still alive. Like,
I like how it goes dark sometimes. I like how it's like it will mess with some of the. You're like, oh God, no!
oh yeah, and
I mean, just how dark it can get. I'm just like, oh, dude, that's.
I think one of my
hilarious.
favorites is like he ends up like not killing something, and it's like,
You're a bitch.
pacifist get nothing.
Achievement, crazy cat lady.
Oh, yeah,
Right?
you're the first. You came in here with a cat. Yeah, I think that was wonderful. Like what really stood out to me was that like augmented reality. And I like that he mentioned the fact of talking about it feels like he's wearing contacts that like give him this vision. I think that was a cool little add-on.
Reality feeling, right?
Yeah, so it like really leaned into that like AR, VR, because maybe he is wearing contacts, right? And then he talked about how they're in my head. I thought that was awesome because who wouldn't think that? Like, all this stuff is in your head. The first thing you're like, man, are they in my head? Are they like making this happen?
Hello, callers. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. And that gamification of reality was really fun.
Man, the achievements are just mocking the shit out of him.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
That's
really,
exactly the
they're
thing.
making fun
None.
of humanity
Yeah.
in general.
Right? Yeah.
The achievements are ruthless.
Achievement. Why aren't you wearing pants? You went to dungeon wearing no pants? Seriously?
Yeah.
Reward. You received the gold apparel box.
With no pants.
Oh yeah, just trashing on him.
Level up, baby. You don't get rewards for doing your job.
I mean, I guess they feel like they don't want to stack the game against them too hard. They want to entertain their.
Yeah, that's true. And I freaking love what they did, but it's just so it's funny. Like, that's what I love about it. It's just pure humor. And it's exactly what you would expect, right? Like, it's nothing like too crazy. It's nothing where, like, if you were playing it in a video game, you'd be like, oh, this is actually really freaking fun. I kind of like this, right?
Shit. You know, new achievement. Fall into an obvious trap.
Now, when it comes to Carl and Donut, right? What's really hard to decide is, are they like the odd couple, or like what exactly are they?
Well,
The funny thing is that they've lived together for so long, and it's only
Yep.
now that he's able to collaborate with her. Because
Exactly.
until chapter 7 that she gets to talk, and you know, you've already established Carl, you've already established the dungeon, you know, and then now Donut can talk in chapter 7, and it's just great because now he's like, what the fuck? So it's
Hey, we're not supposed to talk about that yet. We're on chapter 5 here.
What? We're going through chapter by chapter. Okay,
Yeah, we're doing 1 through 5.
not bad.
Get on the program. I'm joking.
But they're starting to
If-
talk about Donut, and that's in chapter 7.
But like,
where she-
Donut is more than just a talking cat.
In the beginning,
the
Donut was just
beginning-
running away.
She
Yes,
was just being a pain in the ass cat.
Yep.
And there's
still-
nothing wrong with that.
she's
Like a
still-
typical cat. Just ran away from him.
Completely normal for a cat to be that way.
She totally saved his life
When?
by jumping out the window, and he jumps after her. She saved his
Oh,
life.
right. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
That was sheer luck.
Yeah. And when I first read this, my first thought was, is she like a part of this?
You know, I was just getting to that. Is that I don't want to jump too far ahead, but after reading as far as I have in the story, it makes me think that maybe somewhere, her jumping out of the window, there was a valid reasoning behind it in terms of she
Yeah.
knew what was
Did-
going to happen.
Did something cause that?
Yeah.
Like, was that on purpose? And
Did they
there's things later on that'll make you kind of wonder, like, is there
Exactly.
is there something
Yeah.
that makes
The aliens did.
that brings this about, or is this purely Much Ado About Nothing, right?
Because now when the situation happens and more details about their characters get revealed,
Yeah.
it leads me to that point. I'm like, if you look at those particular characteristics, then you're like, whoa, what is this?
Well, when you found out about the aliens and stuff, I was wondering, did they make her jump out of the
Yeah.
window?
And
or-
did they give
Yeah,
the
I was
like
expecting that
spooky
shoe to drop.
dream that scared Carl awake,
Yeah,
where he went and had that cigarette, and
yeah.
like there's so much to it that it's like, man, there is
I kept wondering that too.
Because at the end of the day, yeah, we find out that each particular world is created for this. It's seeded for this.
Yeah.
So who's to say that they don't have influence on the people's
On things
control
that are
mindset
there
themselves?
already. It's like
Mhm.
they have control over so much. And who's actually an alien? Like,
Exactly.
it's possible that like there could be aliens here
Guys,
that
what
are
if Donut is
that
an
are
alien,
hiding.
guys?
What if Donut was an alien? That would be wild.
They're totally stalking us.
I would feel so gaslit.
Right?
And fair warning, I don't know, because even though I've read that far, I don't know if she is an alien.
I mean, you can't really be sure. This book is really well done to where it plays it close to the chest. That's for
Yep.
sure. Like everything is played very close to the chest. You never know exactly what's going on.
Sometimes if you think you know, it gives you a twist.
I feel
Goes
like
off in a different
sometimes they make you think you know just for funsies.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's kind of the wonderful thing about it, right? Like when you can have that like gotcha moment. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah,
fun
and
to see.
there's a lot of those in this particular situation. Is a lot of gotcha moments because you don't expect it.
Yeah, and like instead of being the typical like, oh yeah, Carl's the owner, she's the cat, whatever, blah blah blah. Like there's that surprisingness of he's kind of like, oh yeah, she kind of runs the show. She's more important than me type of thing, right?
Better stats.
Now, in the beginning of this, do you view them as like as allies or like I said, the odd couple type of thing?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of like they're kind of. It seems like they're more forced to work together. They're not quite like there yet, but they're kind of like they realize that they have to rely on each other to even start getting through the first level.
Yeah, because she was kind of like a little pain in the ass to start things off. And then all of a sudden it's like very quickly she's like hiding behind Carl and this is still just them just entering the dungeon, right? So nothing crazy has even happened. I mean, outside of the pure craziness, that is what happened, right? But like we haven't even gotten into the story to where you're like, oh, okay, they're gonna be like the odd couple or whatever. It very quickly moves from like her doing her own thing to all of a sudden like, oh, she's gonna stick with Carl. Carl's her people.
Yep.
It wasn't
In the
really
beginning,
until
they
they
also
communicate that happened, that they started to collaborate together. Up until then, it's just a cat.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
and she's still just a cat for now, but like I can definitely see where the changes all started happening, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Another thing was it's Donut is not Carl's cat. Donut is Carl's or B's cat.
Yeah.
So Carl
In
hated
fact,
Donut
like
to a point.
B wanted her parents to come get the cat. Like
And
she
Carl
didn't
said that
even
he knew that he wasn't going to give it up.
I mean that's later on, but spoilers.
I thought that was in. No, I thought that was in the first like couple of like he in that sentence he said that he wasn't going to give her up.
Oh, did he? Early
I
on?
believe, unless I'm misinterpreting it, I'm pretty sure early on, like in that statement where he said that her parents are going to come, he was said that I wasn't going to give her up.
Oh, then I stand corrected. And
I
I'm
mean,
glad he said
can
that
somebody
because
confirm?
because
Can
she
somebody confirm?
deserves the love.
She'd asked her parents to come get the cat, but they lived on the other side of the Cascades.
And they
Nobody
couldn't
was getting
come.
her any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Okay.
say. Like the whole reason that they're stuck together in the first place is because they couldn't come to get Donut right away.
Yeah, because there's a huge storm.
Okay, never mind. Then I stand corrected.
Yeah. It's okay. Spoiler warning. It is what it is. This is gonna happen because this is the type of book you can't really just set down, you know?
No, hold on. I never considered myself a big fan of cats, but if we're being truthful here, I liked Donut.
Aha!
Oh, he said that?
Okay.
Yep, he said
Yeah,
he
he
straight
says
up
it early.
liked the cat because
So
she
I'm
doesn't
not
give a
losing my
fuck.
mind.
Well, I freaking love that.
Mhm.
Yeah, he straight up
I
said that
stand
she doesn't
corrected.
care what anyone thinks, and he can honestly understand that. And he like his friends give him shit for spending time with the cat and everything, but like every time he tries to get her off his lap, she hisses and scratches him and jumps back up. And he's like,
That's
"Hey, that's
literally
fair."
page 3. Yep, literally page 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not losing my mind. Thank you for
I mean, I'm
saving
not
my
going to
sanity.
say you're not losing your mind, but not about this.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not the first person to say that to me.
I don't want to set you up for failure.
Yes, you do.
No, but you're not the first person to say that to me. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I think that like he's learning how much he actually cares about the cat. Like
Yep.
I think their relationship definitely
I think he
grows.
probably believed that he didn't give a crap about this
Oh.
cat. And that it was just bees and he wanted to get rid of the cat because it would make B sad. Until he realized that he cares about the cat.
Yep.
Like all of a sudden he was just like, well, shit, I do care about this cat. I do like this cat.
Yeah, I think he liked her before the dungeon happened. So it wasn't until, they start fighting stuff together that the relationship really starts to progress.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
he
all
made
know that they're going to fight together. It's okay. That's not we won't count that as a spoiler.
Listen,
Not a spoiler. You
I
told
could
me to
sit here
behave. I'm
with
trying to
you.
behave.
yeah, I could sit here with you all night today and just discuss this book with you right now. You want to have a 12-hour stream? Let's go for it.
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to do a 12-hour stream, but it is important that we talk about this stuff because it does matter. Like this is the stuff that really like drags you into it and makes you love a book. Now,
I will say anybody in the audience who likes to read and has not read this book, try it out. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, exactly. And this brings us to where he's in the dungeon, and he is informed that he was informed earlier that he has to find a tutorial guild.
Right.
Which, who here hasn't dealt with a tutorial? Am I right?
Right.
So,
Been there, done that.
well,
I
especially
sometimes
with all
wish
the WoW
some
you play.
games had it.
But like, I really like how they did the tutorial, and they were like, oh, it's a tutorial guild. You have to go here to figure out what the heck you're doing. And I think it's a really cool mechanic to it. And then he gets into that fight with the goblins, and it's his first real fight. And like, hearing him talk about, like, I'm standing here in front of actual fucking goblins, and I never thought this would happen.
It's that lure in, that when you start a new game, it's that first fight. You don't know what to do. You don't know the controls. You don't know what's happening, but you still have to fight it. And you know you're going to win that fight. But in this case, he didn't know he was going to win it. And there was no chance of him winning it because that machine is nothing to be messed around with.
Oh, yeah. And the murder dozer. I love that they call it a murder dozer. It is such a goblin name for an item. It's like, so my goblins have this machine. What are you going to call it? Murder dozer? Right. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, that sounds like right out of World of Warcraft. That's something that those goblins would come up with there.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I like that they chose the goblins to do that too. And the fact that it's kind of janky. Mm-hmm. So like, he ends up punching the one in the face and knocking it down, but instead of like, he knows that he's got to finish this thing off, and he didn't like hesitate. Kind of disturbing how little he hesitated.
I mean, I'm literally at that part right now. It's like, God damn. Do not hesitate to smash that goblin's head into the fucking cobblestone.
Yeah, because like, he didn't even just like kill it. He like grabbed its head and just went for it, like full send.
As soon as he found out from Mordecai that 2 goblins were going to come back with more and all that, he's like, okay, you know what, straight back.
And meeting Mordecai, I loved meeting Mordecai and what he was like. I think like him being Master Splinter basically to start things off was freaking wonderful. And I love the pop culture references.
Absolutely.
Like, so he goes out, he kills the first goblin by slamming its head into the floor over and over again. And then he does the 2-foot stomp onto the other one that gets the AI all excited.
What the hell? I jumped off the murder dozer, aiming both feet toward the chest and stomach of the covering goblin. Just like, dude.
Yeah, like, he's got issues. And I'm okay with that. Yeah, as Treble likes to play, no hezzy.
Honestly, I feel like the vibe that I'm getting from this entire book, if you've ever seen Guns Akimbo, just that pure chaos of, I don't give a fuck anymore, let's do. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting from Carl.
And that is 100% his vibe. He's just like, well, I guess I'm in this now. I'm gonna go ahead and just kill everything I walk into at this point. And good for him. Good for him.
Yeah, from like the moment like he walks in that first fight, and even like the fights after the tutorial he's pretty much like he's like, I know, I've got to just do whatever it takes to get out of this thing.
Yeah. Just, I guess this is my life now. Fuck it.
Yeah. It's kind of like we said. He just adapted. He's just like, okay, this is what I got to do now. It's cool. We'll just do that
Just like
then.
another job. Yep.
Yeah, and it was just, I like the fact that he just deals with it. He goes for it. He's like, I'm just going to go full bore. And then the AI making the foot fetish jokes.
Oh.
Like,
the effect of me jumping onto him from high up was like someone smashing a fat jelly donut with a sledgehammer. Fucking mental image. Jesus Christ.
It's a wonderful mental image.
Yes, but like, holy fuck.
Who doesn't like a good jelly?
No, but holy fuck. See videos of that.
What's going on,
Fucking
Maddie?
carnage.
Good to see you, man. Yeah, the descriptions are so quirky.
Dude didn't have a chance. Who spurted out of the goblin from every orifice. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. The way that he writes everything, and he's just like, yeah, I guess this is me now. And makes like every explanation. He doesn't ever give like a normal, like, this is what it was that you would see in so many other books. Like, he has fun with it every damn time. There is never a boring, like, okay, this is your answer, because that's just what it is. It's always got to have like pure craziness going on.
Yeah,
I thought
all the descriptions of like all the items that he collects, or even just the enemies when he like gets the descriptions of them, it's just like over the top. It's so crazy.
It is the most over the top over the top book. Like, there is not a single instance of just like, oh yeah, here's what happens. No, it's always got to be something absolutely nuts going on, and it's always got to be like that extra little bit. Never just oh yeah, so I was there and it was cool and I killed some stuff. Just
Yeah, definitely.
pure chaos every single time. And I think that that's one of the things that really makes the game fun, or the book fun.
I actually love donut. Your creature crapped in my mother's ashes.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Donut gives no
Yep.
fuck.
Yep.
Donut gives no fuck.
Of course not.
Nope.
Donut's straight up cat.
Yep.
That
Cattest
is like
of the
the
cat.
most cat thing ever is, yep.
And it's a
She
house cat too.
She decided that the dead mom's ashes are a litter box. Yep, that happened. That's a whole
Sounds
thing.
about right.
Nothing you can do
Yeah,
about it now. It is what it is.
Yeah, and then like you find out about it, and you know once Donut heard that it was the ashes, she probably still didn't care.
Yeah, she was probably like, shouldn't have looked so much like cat litter. So now, at this point, they got their loot crates. And by the way, like, in the real world, I do not like loot crates. I'm not a fan of loot crates. I think it's just a way to get like kids into gambling. And that kind of annoys me.
Anyway, well, yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, really, that's what they are. It's like, oh, can you get this pull? Even like my son's doing Pokemon cards, and I'm like, oh my God, my kid is like
Oh,
a degenerate now. Absolutely obsessed. and I'm not ready for it, you know? It's like
It's kind
don't be a gambler. That's a terrible use of your money. But that's all kids want to do now, and it's crazy, man. But in this instance, like the loot crates are super funny. And I like how you never know what kind of loot crate they're going to get. Like they got that legendary right off the bat. And that legendary had this super awesome treat that Donut eats, and she turns into a puddle of goo. And that's about where our book ends up at the end of chapter 5. So
No, don't listen to me.
I know we got through chapter 5 together, and our next episode, because we tried to keep this episode to an hour, it did not work. I don't know if you guys noticed.
How long has it been? Oh,
How long has it?
It's been an hour and 38 minutes, which isn't terrible. I think overall that's pretty darn good.
well, the next chapters are gonna get more interesting. So
Yes, it just keeps getting better and better and better. Like I
just
love
got
this
to part
so
2
much.
of the book.
Now
yeah, I like that
looking
it just keeps
through,
building and building.
Mm-hmm.
all right,
On a side
so
note,
our next episode 2 is going to talk about the first floor, and it is going to be chapter 6 through 10. So we're going to see the growth and like that next step for Carl and Donut. And we're going to get to see what happens to Donut after she eats this thing. Right now she's a puddle of goo. So what happens to her after? And that's where this book gets super interesting the second that happens.
yeah,
Like,
the second that change.
I'm not gonna lie, I am in the princess posse. Like
yeah,
that.
I like it so far, just because Donut's been like an shit disturber and badass. She has down one, and she's not even like talking cat anything like she gets later on. She's just a fucking. But she's like, fuck everything, I got this.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Like even as just a cat, she's like, whatever, I'm gonna do this. I'll handle it.
No hesitation to fucking just walk into the tutorial guild.
Yeah, through the crack in the door.
Yeah, just the tiniest little cracks. Like, okay, fuck you, I'm coming in.
I mean,
Yeah.
isn't that basically embracing cat? She's just embracing cat at that
Oh
point.
yeah.
She's a cat
She's
being a cat.
She's the cat.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but
The cat does what the cat wants.
Right?
I think it's
Cats
so
are actually-
freaking perfect. And I can't wait to talk more about like her evolution and Carl's evolution and where all this goes. Like it just gets more and more exciting. I think it's it's such a well-written book. Everything that I've read from it has just made me happy.
Well, I haven't read very much myself yet so far, but I'm already hooked because it's fucking hilarious. And it literally feels like the person who wrote decided to be like game administrator, so to speak, create the entirely functioning like dungeon crawler game in form and just punishing and make it as possible.
Oh yeah. And
Maybe they're from the Boren Corporation.
Yeah.
he might be like this game gets you excited to play D&D.
I think so.
Yeah, really does.
Like I am really looking forward to the fact that I get to play D&D this weekend.
Oh, lucky you.
And that is 100% because of reading this book. It got me all sorts of pumped up. So, yep, next week on Wednesday, we'll be here at 9. I've got kind of a layout going, and we're going to hopefully meet up a little bit earlier next week so we can all work together on getting this put together.
Yeah.
So that we have it looking a little prettier for everyone.
What are we covering next week? Chapter
Next week
7?
is 6 through 10. This week we got through chapter 5. Next week 6 through 10. And it is going to be amazing. Because that's really where things start getting extra interesting. Because, I mean, truthfully, once we get to Donut's transformation, like, the book goes off on a tangent. Or at least that's what it feels like. And I can't wait for it.
And that's where it feels like there's not just. That's when they start introducing other people to who are part of that dungeon crawling experience.
Yeah. Yeah, you start finding out about more of the stuff. You start seeing like their antics begin, and really Carl and the next 5 chapters are where you get that great starting point of what Carl and Donut will be.
I mean, I already have a good feeling Carl's really not going to change his entire attitude towards the dungeon. He's probably going to be like you the entire time, because like he was running from the Goblin Tutorial Guild and they rode by on the murder dozer. He flipped them all.
Yeah.
Like, and then he just fucking squished one of them.
And it's so human to be that way too, where you're just like, you know what, F you.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. If I was thrown into a situation like that, first response would probably be like, you know what? Screw you.
Yeah, it's
So
like,
over,
I
so
really
ready.
don't like you. I am not a fan.
Already deal with it. There's a good chance I would have taken one of the clubs and with it. One of the goblins with the other.
Oh, yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got the strength to do it, right? It's like, why not?
Well, I mean, they're like
Didn't
the
he
weight
just
of
see it? Sorry.
And if you care about the 10-year-old, grab him by one, just like yeet the other.
Oh, definitely.
You don't need much strength to like refund someone that's only like maybe 100 like bag of like concrete or something.
Yeah, so, but thank you guys so much for being part of this. I really appreciate it. I think this is going to be something fun for us to do for what, 4 more weeks, 5 more weeks.
Yeah,
to
this
get through
is
them
fun
all.
already.
It's going to be 5 episodes.
Until we get to book 2.
And then we'll get to book 2. We are going to have to take a small break before getting to book 2. And the reason for that, I'm going to Hawaii.
Oh,
And I'm going to be out of town for 3 weeks.
Oh.
And 3 weeks out of town means I need to have a little bit of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's
You ain't gonna
okay.
wanna read.
Actually, I'm probably going to get way ahead while I'm on vacation, because
I don't think so.
the flight to Hawaii is very long.
Mm-hmm.
I trust to do a book on a plane.
And it's either going to be me Me reading the book or dealing with my kids on the plane? I would rather read a book.
Ooh, I could probably listen to the books at my bachelor party, like during my bachelor party. I plan on going fishing.
That's gonna that could get weird, man.
Right? Especially with what my plan is for my bachelor party.
Yep. That's why I said it could get weird.
Oh, it'd be entertaining as hell, though.
Oh yeah, it would. So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to doing this many more times. I'll be posting this stuff onto YouTube as well, so that we can just keep building things up and getting more and more out of this. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, no doubt.
So thank you again, guys. I appreciate it. We're not even going to raid out tonight. We're just going to end it. And thank you, everybody, for being part of this. And I'll be seeing you all tomorrow for Helldivers. Tomorrow's a Helldivers night.
Nice.
Damn.
Good.
All right. Take care, everybody.